राधे 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 गोविंद।
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 राधे 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 गोविंद। सब गाइए। राधे 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 गोविंद।
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 कृष्ण मुकुंद
कृष्ण मुकुंद
बाल गोविंद।
बाल गोविंद।
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की
जय।
ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदेवाय नमः। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्धामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। हरि ओम्। श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम। श्री कृष्णा शरणं मम।
श्री कृष्ण शरणं
Kanaya Lal ki
Jai.
jai. This is verse number 10 of the 4th chapter. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is giving all the fundamental things that define the ancient Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma is marked apart from so many of the religions of the world. And all the fundamental things are being given here. We saw so many of them last night. One is the whole idea of the world being anadi. The universe is anadi, is neither created nor destroyed. Matter is neither created nor destroyed. Please remember that. The science accords with Sanatana Dharma very well. So nothing was created in the universe. Things just go from one state to another. So that was presented in the beginning. And after that, we saw Sampradaya, Parampara. We saw knowledge being coexistent with the universe. Knowledge is also never created nor destroyed. It is there all the time. Knowledge is called Vedas. Vedas are coexistent with the universe. Then we also saw avatarhood. We saw reincarnation, because Bhagavan told, I have had countless births and so have you. And this was there in the 2nd chapter also. We see. So all the fundamental teachings of Sanatana Dharma, they are laid down in this 4th chapter. So many things which I just told you. And now, in the last verse which we saw last night, Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti Pandava, Arjuna. Oh Arjuna, that the one who understands this divine Leela of mine and how I operate in this world and all that, who understands me fundamentally, for that person, having dropped this body, he merges with me and never comes back in this world. So now, that is the final teaching of all the Sanatana Dharma Shastras. What is that? That thing is called Mukti. Mukti is merging with Bhagwan, never to come back in this world. That is the idea. It's called Sayujya Mukti, and like a drop of water when it merges with the ocean. Now, when the drop of water merges with the ocean, drop of water is not lost. It is still there in the ocean, but it is irretrievable. It becomes indistinguishable from the rest of the ocean. That is the idea. So that is called mukti, moksha. And so Bhagavan says, the one who attains this state, he doesn't return to this world. But the one who doesn't attain this mukti, merging with Bhagavan, well, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. He again comes back to this world, experiences birth and death and all the sorrows in between, and all. He'll talk about it in the 14th chapter and so many other places. So now, I told that is the goal which is outlined in that number 9 and in number 10, now which we just chanted today. Well, how to reach this goal? Because there is no need to tell there is a goal and then nothing is given how to reach. So how to reach? Vitaragavaya krodhaha. So one has to go beyond raga and dvesh. And this word we had seen before, attachment and aversion. So we are very, very good at this thing. We have so many likes and dislikes. So I'll tell you what is the problem with, one of the problems, there are so many problems with likes and dislikes. And we talked about it previously because it came up in the 2nd chapter. But see one more problem with likes and dislikes. We say, I like these people. I don't like these people. So what? We have like for these people and dislike for these people. But one of the, on the surface itself, one of the immediate problems that arises with that is, that prevents me from seeing Bhagwan everywhere. Because Bhagwan is all pervasive, isn't it? So the moment I say I like these people and I don't like these people, immediately the possibility of me seeing Bhagwan everywhere, that thing goes away. And Tulsidaji tells us Bhagwan is in all things. See where we have to reach and how a simple thing like that, likes and dislike, prevents us from seeing that. Siya Ram mein sab jag jani, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Karau pranam jodi jog paai. Ramachandra ki jai. So, if I have love for these people and these things, and I have hatred for these people and these things, how will you ever see God in them? How you will ever see all pervasiveness of God? The moment I look at them, hate will come in my heart. Then, when there's hate in your heart also, that type of emotion will surely prevent us from seeing the all-pervasiveness of the Lord. Sarva vyapitvam, hari vyapaka sarvatra samana, Tulsidas ji writes. He is there in all things, in all beings. You see? And Siya Ramamai Sabhata, so many verses in Ramcharitmanas like this. That Lord is pervading all things. So, raga dvesha, now see, I have, but Bhagavan says, vita raga dvesha, means to say one who has gone beyond raga and dvesha. Vita raga. But I'm telling, wherever there is raga, there will be dvesha also. Wherever there are likes, well, it is senseless to talk about likes if we don't have dislikes. So, vita raga and then bhaya. Bhaya means fear. In the Upanishad, it is said very nicely, dvayat bhayam. Fear comes from duality. Seeing duality. There is me and there is you. There is a me and you. There is duality. You and I. Two. But the one who is able to see that there is only one Paramatma who is pervading all things, all his fears will go away. So, to go beyond fears. And this is a very big thing. Fear is a very big thing in Sanatana Dharma, because all beings are scared, they are afraid, we are afraid of so many things. And for enlightenment, for merging with Bhagavan, we have to give up fear. And of course, our biggest fear is the fear of pain and death. Fear of having some pain and finally death. So now, slowly we'll have to learn to deal with all of our fears, and people and everybody in this world have some sort of phobia or the next. Some people have hydrophobia, some people have claustrophobia, some people have spider phobia, some people have frog phobia, some people have snake phobia, people have some phobia or the next. I know one person who have moth phobia, moth. You know this moth that flies? So any type of phobia. So we'll have to learn to really deal with all of those things one by one, because it is deeply rooted in duality. And what is being spoken about here is a unity. So if we don't learn to deal with our fears, we will never realize the oneness of Paramatma. And then Krodha. Krodha means anger. We saw this also. So to go beyond Krodha means to really master this thing called as anger. I have to really pay attention to see. I explained in one of the previous days in the second chapter, what causes anger? Anger is caused by unfulfilled desire. Anytime we get angry, just search inside and see what the desire was that was not fulfilled. I had a desire and it was not fulfilled. That may be any tangible, intangible desire also. Like for example, I wanted this object and I did not get it. And that fellow prevented me from getting it. Well, now in Trinidad language you say, he go peri cake. I don't know how you say it here. Because he prevented me from getting it. So that desire which I had for that thing, that changes into anger. And I'm telling, it may also be an intangible thing. For example, when you walked in the door, I wanted you to tell me good morning. And when you came in the door, you did not tell me good morning. So now or Sitaram or whatever, yes, Hari Om. So you did not tell me Hari Om, then what? Because I had a desire for you to tell me Hari Om, that desire was not fulfilled. Then I start calling you names now. Because I got angry. So any type of desire, whether tangible or intangible desire, I want you to behave in a certain way, and you didn't behave in that way. So we have to see the origin of this thing called anger. It is originating from desire only, unfulfilled desire. So Bhagavan says, like this, I have to go beyond all of these ordinary things. This line is actually a short form of a line in the Ramcharitmanas which is called as Shat Vikara Rahita. Shat Vikara means Kama, Krodha, Mada, Lobha, Moha, Matsara. There are 6 types of durgunas that we all have to give up in our life. Kam, Krodh, Mada, Lobh. Kam, Krodh, Mada and Lobh. 4 of them means desire, anger, arrogance, greed, and infatuation. Moha and Matsara means jealousy, envy, that kind. So we have, it comes in the end of Aranyakant. These 6 we have to give up. So this line here is actually a short form of that. All of them we have to give up. Manmaya mamupashritaha. And Bhagavan says, giving up these, then what I have to do? Hold him to be supreme. The most important thing in my life should be Bhagavan. These are the requirements for this mukti which he is talking about. You know that. If you have requirements to get into university and you don't fulfill the requirements, you don't get in. Correct or not? But the same way, the requirements for mukti, for merging with Bhagavan, these I have to go beyond raga dvesha, kam, krodh, lobh, moha, matsara, ityadi. I have to go beyond them. Then I have to hold Bhagavan as supreme. And this is a very big thing actually in this world. Everything is supreme for us except Bhagavan. See, money is more important, relationships are more important, my name and fame and my honor and my position in society and this thing, and people go on fighting for so many things in this world. Those things are more important than Bhagavan only. So unless Bhagavan has become the most important thing in my life, I see we go on saying, this is mine, this is mine, that is mine, the other thing is mine, this house is mine, this land is mine, this car is mine, this wife is mine, this husband is mine, these children are mine. That seat is mine. How strong we have this sort of thing that my. I'm telling you, it is very strong. This was there in the 2nd chapter also. It is very strong, but we just have not paid attention to it. This thing called mine. Easy way to prove it, you know. Right now, you are sitting in a certain spot there, you know. You're sitting in a certain spot. If you go there to get a glass of water and you come back and somebody is sitting in your spot, then you say, hey, but that is my spot. You only sat there for 5 minutes and already became my spot. How quick this thing comes. And now you tell that, hey, that's my spot. That fellow said, but no, this is anybody's spot. That fellow will say, nah, this is anybody's spot. He's right on spot, but you will still say that's my spot. So, we get this thing about my very quickly. And nobody says, Bhagavan is my Bhagavan. He's my Lord. Everything in the world, my. So the things in the world, they are more important to us than... That is why we sing also. How nicely. Govinda mero hai. Govind is mine. Govinda mero hai. Gopal mero hai. The Lord is any person who can really move to this. Bhagavan is the only thing worth something to me. Govinda mero hai. Gopal mero hai.
Shri Bhakti Bihari गोपाल मीनू है
Krishna Kanaya Lal ki
जय
This is what we should say. Manmaya mamupashritaha. Bhagwan is mine. He is the most important thing in my life, and I take refuge in him. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. He is my refuge. Like that kind of bhav. Okay. All of these words have big Sanskrit definitions and all, but we are seeing from a very ordinary standpoint for our life. Bhavaha jnana tapasa puta mad bhavamagataha. This is such a wonderful line. Last night I was telling. So today, see, jnana tapas. And in this chapter, this word jnana will come again. Jnana. And Bhagwan has made a compound of jnana tapas. The tapas, or the austerity of jnana. Human beings, have you heard in English there is a statement which says, ignorance is bliss? That is a very famous statement. Ignorance is bliss. Or where ignorance is bliss, is folly to be wise. Because people like to stay in a state of ignorance. See, look here. If there is a man-eating monster behind this wall, right? If there's a man-eating monster behind this wall, and I don't know, that is ignorance. I don't know, right? But I'm in bliss. If I don't, I will be in bliss. But when I come to know, well, after that, all bliss gone. So, human beings don't want to know, because whichever state we are in right now, we have considered that state to be what do you call a comfort zone. Comfort zone. And anything about higher knowledge and all of that sort of thing, we don't want to know. We have found our comfort zone, and that is it. But only because we live in a world of duality, someday, sometime, the comfort will change into discomfort, correct? Because you are living in a world of duality. So where there is comfort, there will certainly be discomfort. So now, when the time comes, when comfort changes into discomfort, that time he'll start, you see, what do you say? You're closing the gate of the stable when the horse already gone. And most people wait till they say, no, now I have to do this and I have to do that. I go study Bhagavad Gita when I retire. I'll study Bhagavad Gita when I retire. Well, that time when we retire, the mind also retires. So then how will study Bhagavad Gita? Like one old man, he was 90 years old, right? His wife had died. So he went to a party, some birthday party or something, this time in the night. So in the party, everybody having a good time and eating and drinking and dancing and this and that. So he saw an old lady, about 90 years also. So he went and he asked the old lady. He looked at her for a while, and then he developed the courage and he went there and he asked, would you marry me? He's 90 and the lady also about 90. Would you marry me? She said yes. So he became so happy when she said yes. He started dancing, and he danced out the hall. He danced out the hall and he danced and went to his car and he reached home with that happiness. Now, when he reached home, he realized that he had asked the lady to marry him. So he took up the phone now and he called back by that party house. And he said, please give the phone to such and such lady. Then he asked that lady, just now I was there in the party and I asked you to marry me. But I forgot whether you said yes or no. He forget. At that age, whatever happened, just a little bit, you forget. So I forgot whether you said yes or no. She said, what is the matter with you? I said yes. But it's a good thing you called, because I forgot who asked me. So, if you wait till you retire to study Bhagavad Gita, after you read 5 verses, and you go for a drink of water and you come back, you would not know if you're reading Gita or you're reading Ramayana. So people have this habit of saying, no, I would study Shastras and all when I reach this age and that age. Really, when the mind sharp and ticking, that is the time to study this Bhagavad Gita. So now, the study of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan is saying here that Bahavaha Jnana Tapasa. Study and Gyan, they go together. Bhakti and Bhav, they go together. Now, see these words I am telling again. Bhakti and Bhav means devotion and feeling, they go together. Bhagavan not telling you about bhakti. Bhagavan telling about Gyan, knowledge. So, Adhyayan, which is study, and Gyan, they go together. Study and Gyan. So a person cannot be, and now because Bhagavan will talk about bhakti later on, but the topic here now is Gyan. Knowledge and study. You can't have knowledge without study. And this is one of our biggest problems. People in other religions, they will go with their holy book and all in their hand, right? And when a Hindu goes, he have nothing. Then when he reached there also, Baba asked him, what happened, boy? You came empty-handed, you didn't bring your book. Then to change the topic, yeah, Baba, can you read my hand? Baba tell he something else, he come with something else. So I'm telling this thing is rooted in some sort of comfort zone which we have reached, and the ignorance is comfortable for us, and then we don't want to. But every sadhak has to take a resolve that I will acquire the knowledge of Shastras, and I will vanquish this thing called as ignorance once and for all. If that type of resolve is there, Vyavasayatmika buddhi, we saw that word in 2nd chapter. Firm resolve. So, we have to take this resolve. So now this Jnana Tapas, which Bhagavan is talking about, is the constant practice of knowledge, and the constant acquisition and reflection of knowledge, acquisition of knowledge and reflection on knowledge, to remove my ignorance. If this work is not picked up, if this task is not picked up by me, then I would not fulfill this requirement, which he is giving now for what he just talked about, mukti. Bhava jnana tapasa, puta mad bhavam agataha. And like that, purifying myself. What is removing which impurity? Ignorance. Ignorance is the biggest impurity. All impurities are born from ignorance. Ignorance is the progenitor of all impurities. So puta means having purified myself. Bhavam, mad bhavam agataha. Coming to my state, coming to me. Bhagavan says, one person will merge with Bhagavan. But I have to remove the grand poobah of all impurities. That thing is called as ignorance. So, in 2 verses, the 2 main things in all the Upanishads are given in these 2 verses. These 2 main things in number 9, number 10. What are the 2 main things? Now, just to recap, and I'll move on to the next verse. The 2 main things are what? Mukti is the goal for every jiva. That is given in number 9. merging with Bhagavan, never to come to the cycle of birth and death. So this is the first thing. And that mukti can only be attained by the removal of the greatest impurity known to all of us. That greatest impurity is called as ignorance. That ignorance can only be removed by knowledge. You see, like, if this temple is dark, now see this, the temple dark, and you want to remove the darkness from the temple, well, you take a broom and you sweep out the darkness. Darkness will not go with broom. You take water and you wash out the darkness. The darkness will not go by water. You take the fan and you blow out the darkness. Darkness will not go by fan. Darkness only has one antidote. That thing is called as light. No matter what else you do, the darkness will not go. We have to get a light. Because darkness only has one antidote. In the very same way, ignorance only has one antidote. In exactly the same way, there is no second antidote for ignorance. The antidote is knowledge. And that's why Bhagavan says here, by all the practice of knowledge of all the shastras and all, I can remove this ignorance. Puta, purify myself, means eliminate this impurity called as ignorance. Once I have been purified, I will merge with Bhagavan. This is the idea. So the two most important things here, one is mukti and the means for mukti, which is jnana. Then the whole Upanishadic tradition is summed up in these two verses. And Bhagavan tells, for those people who worship me in different ways, in whichever way you worship me, in whichever way you consider me, I respond to you in that very same. It's a nice verse. It's very famous, it is. See. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sateva bhajamyaham. Mama vartmanuvartante manushya pata sarvashah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ye yatham mam prapadyante tam stateva bhajamyaham. So, in whichever way you approach me and whichever way any devotee approaches me and whatever he seeks from me, or whichever way he conceives of me. So if you think of me as Hanuman, well, I respond to you as Hanuman. If you think of me as Ram, I respond to you as Ram. If you think of me as Krishna, I respond to you as Krishna. Tulsidas ji writes this also. See. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय।
जिनके रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मूर्त तिन देखी तैसी. It means to say, the Lord takes that murat or that murti, that form. Murti means form. The Lord takes that form to bless that devotee in whichever way that devotee conceptualizes Bhagwan. And this is a most wonderful verse, because in other religions they don't accept this thing. If you don't worship that in that way only, you not going anyway. That's what other religion teach, na? You have to worship that Lord in that way only, with that name and that, like that only. And if you don't do that, in Trinidad language, you say your dog's dead. I don't know how you say it here. Your dog's dead. But here what Bhagavan is teaching and what Ramayana is teaching is, look here, in whichever way you conceptualize me, in whichever way you worship me, I respond to you in that way. That other thing is called fanaticism and blind belief. This thing is open, free, broad-minded, all-embracing and accommodating, and really reflects the bhava of Bhagwan. Because which Bhagwan in this world will tell, I only love these people and I don't love those people? Whatever Bhagwan is there, who does that? In the 9th chapter, he'll say, I love everybody equally. So this is reflecting truly how the Lord is. That I have equal love for all beings, and whichever way you come to me and you regard me, I respond to you in that same way. What a wonderful teaching. I don't know how people could ever leave this type of Sanatana Dharma and go to something else. Huh? Yeah. Mama vartma anuvartante. And see in the second line also how nicely he explains. That you should not think that you know only what you are doing is correcting, and that other fellow, what he is doing, he going to hell for sure. And based on that also now, they feel that they have a moral responsibility to come and convert you. All that is ignorance only. Bhagavan said, you just be where you are and you worship me, because everybody is worshipping me in their own way, and then I will respond to you in that way. How simple and nice teaching. He says in the next verse, why people don't pursue this knowledge, Why people don't pursue this knowledge? A nice explanation is given. This supreme knowledge of Gita and Upanishad and all, a nice explanation is given here. See. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Chanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Look here. You tell me if human beings don't have this really bad disease. All of us, we like something in this world called shortcut. You know that? If there is a little footpath here, and then it goes to the corner, and it turns there, and goes like that, and there's lawn here, lawn grass. Right? You will always see a path in the lawn. Have you seen that? Huh? Right here. You will see a nice path in the lawn missing. Lawn grass missing. Why? Because people don't want to walk down here and go like that and turn there. They take a... Yes. That is an indication of the thing inside all of us called tamas. Tamas. Right? Tamas leads to laziness. I don't want to walk for 5 minutes to go like that. I want to walk 3 minutes and go like this across the lawn. Right. So now, if you see that guna means trait, characteristic, quality. That guna in human beings, what we do that in all aspects of life. So now, when you go by the doctor, you have something, whatever, typhoid, I don't know, and you say, Doc, please give me some medicine. And then you ask, Doc, how long it will take before this thing goes away? You ask. Then doctor said it will take 2 weeks. 2 weeks? You don't have anything that could speed it up, yeah? You don't have anything that could speed it up, man, and you go away in 1 week. Because we don't want to go through all that hassle of going for 2 weeks. And we want to take some kind of shortcut medicine now and get well. And in modern language now, all of this thing of human being, his laziness and his unwillingness to work and exert and all of that kind of thing, in modern language, this has taken on many, many wonderful phrases which all of you know. And I'll tell you some phrases. One phrase is, quick fix. Have you heard this phrase? We want a quick fix. We can't wait for this and wait for that and all that. We want a quick fix. Or, nowadays, people say, time is money. Have you heard? Time is money. You can't waste my time and all. Time is valuable to me because he has now connected his time to so much of money. So if you take this time, you do fast. Do quick, because my time is valuable. That is worth money. So like that, so many new phrases have come. And I'm telling you, it is all tied to this same thing. He doesn't want to take his time and exert and do it slowly and make it nice and neat and all of that kind of thing and produce a work of art. No, that all that thing is gone. Time is money. He wants to do quickly and get the money. It's amazing. And one fellow, he had gone to America back in the day. He had left some third world country and he went to America and then he saw all sorts of nice things in the supermarket and he was thinking, "Arey, wah, kya baat hai? This country is so convenient. Everything now for now, fatafat you get." Like for example, you go in the supermarket there and he saw powdered milk. Powdered milk. You only have to put some powder in the glass and pour some water and man, when I was back in Essequibo, I have to go there and bring the cow and then he says powdered milk. In 1 minute he has milk. And then he walked a little bit again inside the supermarket and he said powdered orange juice. Put a little powder and some water and how easy. Quick fix. And a little bit again he walked inside further in the supermarket and he saw baby powder. Baby powder too? Bapre. So easy to get baby in America? How wonderful. But we are enamored, the species is enamored by quick, fast response like that. That is why it is all the technology and the phone and the email and this and that and all that has become so popular. Because in the old days, you write a letter and you send that thing to India or something, that thing like 2 months before you get a reply. If you're lucky. Right? If you're lucky. Nowadays. And if the internet's slow, everybody gets vexed. How we want that thing to work so quick, like that. So now, this quick thing is one of the reasons why Bhagavan is saying, why people don't want this knowledge, and why people are attached to all things in this world. People don't want this knowledge, because this knowledge has to be acquired very slowly, study, reflect, ponder, meditate, ruminate, again go back, and like that, right? And it's a long process, and you don't know, at the end also, you might not get mukti in this life, you might get in the next life. So that, in today's world, who want that? Kshiprami manushe loke, siddhir bhavati karmaja. We do some karma thing, do something in this world and quickly get a result. Who wants all this knowledge? You don't know, nobody guarantee you'll get this life, next life, 10 life from now also. He don't want that slow process of knowledge and all that. So it is because of this, he wants to do some karma, and he said in this world, karma has quick results. Kshipram means fast. Karma has quick results, so he wants quick everything. So you go by the Babaji, and Babaji give him a tabij or something. And he, now, swast. My life good now. Jare or something. So he wants some quick. He doesn't want to study and get mukti and come out from this thing once and for all. Some quick thing he wants. This is what this verse is telling. It's amazing, a human being. So then, when we settle for the quick fix, then we take birth after birth after birth. So now, in the midst of all the actions which we are engaged in this world, to get quick results, now Bhagavan is teaching karma yoga in the midst of our habits. Our habit is that we want quick fix. We want to get everything fast. And we don't want to take all this long process. Bhagavan is saying, okay. Then you go ahead doing this karma, and now I'm telling you how to do the karma, but make a change in that karma. Change the texture of that karma. Make it into karma yoga. Because you're so attached to karma, you want to get this, you want to get that, you want to get the other thing. And karma bears result very fast also in this world. So, from the next verse and for a few verses, Bhagavan tells now, again he goes back to his topic. But this was all, Jnana is not the topic of this. Jnana will come after 13 chapters, 13 and onwards. He's mentioning as he goes along to know what will, so that you will know what will come also. So now he goes back to his topic of karma yoga. And in karma yoga, I have to give up, I had told previously, there are 2 stages in karma yoga. One is, I do the karma and I dedicate it to Ishvara. And that same thing taken to the higher stages, I give up the doership also. So now in the first stage is, I am doing it, so there is doership. It's called as karitritva bhav. But I am doing it for Ishvara. Still there's, I am doing. The higher stage of that thing is, I am myself not doing a lot at all. Bhagavan is doing everything. I give up doership also. Now, Bhagavan will talk about that higher stage now at this point. See. This is number 13. See. Chaturvarnyam maya sreshtam karma vibhagashah Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Tasya kartaramapi ma siddha. Tasya kartaramapi ma vidya kartaramavyayam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Chaturvarnyam maya sreshtam guna karma vibhagashah.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Very simple verse, very famous verse also. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashah. That I have fashioned the four varna, the four caste, what we call in English as caste, also bad translation. But I myself have fashioned the four castes, and how I have done it? Guna karma vibhagashah. Vibhagashah means separating them on the basis of guna and karma. Guna means quality and karma means my what work I am suited to, like that, karma. So Bhagavan says, I have made four castes. So these four castes you all know. There's a Brahmana caste, Kshatriya caste, Vaishya caste and Shudra caste. Well, one more thing. Nowhere in the Shastras is there anything written about high and low with regard to caste. But society is very good, Even where you don't have Chaturvarnyam, like in Western societies and all, still they come up with what we call upper echelons and lower echelons. And these are all mental constructs. So what you have to start doing from today is you don't say caste is like this: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. You say it like this: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So then when we do it like this, we'll remove all of this thing that we have in our mind. Two things we'll remove. This bad disease which we have of high and low. And we use those words also. Right? Bad disease we have. We use caste as high caste and low caste. Second thing, we'll remove the misunderstanding in our mind of more important and less important. And this is actually the more important thing to understand in this. Because among the castes, there is no caste that is more important than any other caste. I'm telling, if one caste were not there in any society, that society cannot function. More than that even, in this body itself, all four are there in this body. And if one is missing, I'm telling you, if your little finger goes away, then you will know. This body has all four castes. Like the brain cells, they think. Brain cells think. Heart cells, they work all the time. The Vaishyas, all the time working. There are white blood cells in your body that is responsible for protecting this body from all sorts of invasions. They are called as Kshatriyas, and they are cells that are responsible for excretion and all the other things. If those fellows strike, if they strike, then you have Ram Nam Satya. So in the caste, there is no such thing as less important and more important. So when you put it like this, then you'll get rid of this misunderstanding that some castes are more important than others. And you'll also get rid of that. So if none is more important than the other, then where you get high and low from? Because only the important one will be high, and the non-important one will be low. But if I'm telling you none is more important, then you'll get rid of all this misunderstanding and all. And Bhagavan says, I have made them based on the guna and karma. So the Brahmana caste is more sattvic, and the Shudra caste is more tamasic, like that. Made them based on gunas. And then karma. So the Brahmanas have certain type of works, and the Shudras have certain type of work. And I'm telling you, every society needs both equally. You can't say the society, if it has all Brahmanas and no Shudras, then the society will function. It will collapse. It is going to collapse. And in the same way, if there are only Shudras and no Brahmanas, again it will collapse. So he said, this is not Bhagavan's point. And this topic will come back in chapter 18. This is not his topic. His topic is in the second line. And what is the topic in the second line? Tasya kartaram apimam vidhi akartaram abhyayam. Even though I am the one who is responsible for fashioning these four castes, he says, still I am a non-doer. Akartaram means this is what Bhagavan is pointing to us, where we have to also give up the feeling of doership or saying, I was responsible for this, I did this, and had it not been for me, this thing would not have been done, and that thing would not have been done, and that kind of thing. That is all false knowledge. I'm telling you, if anything you say in this world, if it had not been for me, that thing would not have been done. That is the height of ignorance. Bhagavan himself is saying, even though I made these four castes, still I am a non-doer. He himself has given up doership. So the topic is this thing in the second line, that in Karma Yoga now, even though we go on saying that I did this and I did that and I was responsible for that, we have to strive towards giving up that feeling that I did anything. We have to strive for that thing. In 11th chapter, when Bhagavan shows Arjuna Virat Rup Darshan, he tells, my dear, you don't think you are killing anybody? You don't think that you are killing anybody? Because I have already removed these Kauravas. I have already killed them. In my mind, they have already gone. You just stand up and you go through the actions, and you will be praised in the world for having done this and having done that, knowing that I was the one who. In the very same way, Tulsidas ji writes in Ramayana, see, Hoi soi jo Ram rachi rakha, O kari hark bhave sakha.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya.
Hoi soi jo Ram rachi rakha,
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
O kari tark badhave sakha.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Yavar Ramachandra ki
Jai.
jai. होई ही सोई जो राम रचि राखा. Only that will happen in this universe which is determined by Bhagwan Ram. So based on this thing now I should think, look here, this world is being run by Bhagwan. And thinking like that slowly, I give up this thing called as kartritva bhav, feeling of doership. This is the highest state of karma yoga. So in karma yoga there are two stages. One is I am doing it. Yes, there is kartritva bhav. I am the doer, but I am doing it for Ishvara. Ishvara arpana buddhi. And the higher stage is I am not doing it at all. I am just an instrument in the hands of Bhagwan. This is the higher stage. Nimittamatram bhavasavyasachin, my dear, he tells to Arjuna, this thing, you just become an instrument. Just become an instrument. Right now you have too much of ego. And you know how this ego, I did this and I did that, and it had not been for me, this thing would not have been done and that thing would not have been done, and I am the boss, you know. If Bhagwan wants that thing done, whether you are there or you are not there, Bhagwan will get that thing done. Like that we have to think. Without me this will not have happened, and this without me that would not have happened, and that is really ego only. We should think, Arey, without me it might happen better. We never know. That might happen better even. Right? So here in this verse, Bhagwan himself is demonstrating that he himself gives up kartritva bhav. That is the goal, because this topic is karma yoga. And he says, when he does with that spirit, karma does not bind him. And when he does with the spirit, I am the doer and I am doing for me, we have strong like that, karma binds. And we talked about this in the 3rd chapter. We talked about this in the 2nd chapter also. I'm telling you, this topic is going on all the way to chapter 5. So now again he says that same thing in number 14. See that. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Namam karmani limpanti, name karma phale spriha. Namam karmani limpanti. Karma does not smear or soil me. Karma does not affect me. Bhagwan is saying. Why? Because whatever karma he does in the right spirit of karma yoga. What? Understanding, I am not a doer, or understanding that Prakriti is doing everything. Like for example, in the morning when the sun rises, right? In the morning when the sun rises, you see the lotus open like that, right? So now, if the sun says, aha, you see me? I only rose and he opened. Means I caused him to open. The moment the sun says that ego has started coming in the sun. What the sun has said? Just look. See, this fellow opened. When I rose, he opened. But I did not make that law that the rising of the sun will cause the lotus to open. The sun made that law or what? There are some other type of flowers. When the sun rises, the flowers fall down. So who made all those laws in the world? There's laws of Prakriti, you see. There. So to relinquish ownership, that is the whole idea. That I am the one who is so great and making this happen and making the world tick and making the earth go around and all that kind of thing. When we work like that, then that karma smears, or that karma taints us. It causes bondage. See, karma bhir nasa badhyate. But when Bhagavan works like that, the karmas do not bind him. So in other words, we have to work like how Bhagavan works. And he says in the next line, evam nyatva kritam karma purvai rapi mokshubhi. And those people of the past who sought mukti, moksha, those people, they worked like this. Giving up that feeling of doership, karitritva bhav. That is how they did their work. They just saw that they were an instrument in the hands of the Bhagavan. Yes, like that. So we have to work like that only. Kuru karma eva tasmatvam purvai purvataram kritam. And therefore, oh my dear Arjuna, you do your work. Now Arjuna is all of us. Do your work like the old rishis of yore did their work. Those who were seeking mukti. Now see that line? This line also tells about this civilization. This civilization had only one goal. See, I want you to see that line. Evam nyatva kritam karma purvai purvataram kritam. Purvai. Evam nyatva kritam karma purvaihi api mumukshubhihi. This mumukshu word means those who are desirous of mukti. Much in Sanskrit means to free. When that word is taken as the root to form this word, mumukshubhi means those people who are desirous of mukti. So the ancient tradition of this civilization is all the people had clear goal in their mind that in this lifetime the goal is mukti, and this is how they did their work. But then came all the invaders and came all the conquerors and those people who threw out the education system and mash up the Gurukul system and everything and put convents and put, that kind of. And then what happened? All of our minds became totally bereft of any Gita Jnana, Upanishadic Jnana. They wiped it out. But it is very clear. Tulsidas tells, na, see, you know. Bare bhag manush tan pava.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Subh dullabh sab grantani gawa.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Sadhan dham moksha kar dwara.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Pahi n jai parlok savara.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki jai.
Jai.
Syavar Ramachandra ki
Jai.
jai. Tulsidas ji tells a very famous verse there in the Aranyak, in the Uttarakhand, from a place called Purajana Gita in Uttarakhand. Bhagwan Ram actually speaking. Bare bhagya manusha tan pava, surudurlava sab granthan hi gawa. So fortunate we are to have this human birth. Why? Because this human birth is sadhana dham moksha karadwara. Through this human birth, we can do sadhana and get moksha. And this is the tradition of this civilization to which we belong. All that has been wiped out from our mind and we think otherwise. That is the tradition. We have this human birth only for one purpose, and that thing is to get mukti. And whichever work we are doing, every person has his own duty and work. You have to negotiate with Prakriti how I am going to use that work to get this moksha. This is the civilization, this is teaching only. This thing has to become clear in our mind. And he said, this is what the people of yore did. Evam nyata kritam karma purvaihi api mumukshubhihi. Purvaihi means those who went in the past. This is how they represented this civilization. Therefore, my dear Arjuna, you fall in line with this tradition. What is that? Kuru karma vatasmatvam purvaihi purvataram kritam. You work like how they worked. Not like how you seem to be some kind of modern man, you want to run away from the battlefield and go and chill out somewhere. Some kind of modern, but this is what modern people are doing. And they're saying now this generation Z, oh bapre, Gen Z, or Gen Z, you call it Gen Z? Gen Z. This Gen Z, they have the strongest bout of modernism, modernity or whatever you want to call it. And Arjuna is trying to fall out of line with the tradition and all that kind of thing. But now, this Gen Z, they say they're totally gone overboard. So it's going to be very difficult to pull back. You see? So, again and again we have to work, teaches Bhagavad. That's why I say we have Bhagavad Gita chanting. The tradition is to start with the chanting. You have to enroll your children in the Bhagavad Gita chanting and let them learn. And you adults also learn to chant the Bhagavad Gita properly with all the various syllables and Guru and Laghu and everything. It's all technical things only which are there. So you have to learn all that nicely, and then the meaning slowly later on will dawn very clearly. All right. So one announcement for today is Gita chanting is going on. The Indian High Commission here in Georgetown and the and the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center and Chinmay Mission together, they have come to teach Bhagavad Gita chanting and to have competition in June. It has already started. You can find out more. Please contact the teachers who are here and find out how you can join that class. Okay? All right. So a very special thank you to all the organizers of this satsang here today. Pandit Umeshwar Ramsubhag. Pandit here. Thank you, Pandit. And Mava Lankar Triveni Nohar. Hari Om, Jai Shri Ram. And Shri Bharat Das and Balraj. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you for organizing this satsang so nicely for us this evening. For those of you who are not aware, we are going across the whole length and breadth of Guyana, all the way from Essequibo to Berbice till Crabwood Creek, all the way to the other end. And we are doing this whole Bhagavad Gita for 108 nights. The average is about 6 verses per night. I think I am a little bit ahead. Am I? But don't worry, they have to do some nights also, that will slow down. So 6 verses average per night, 6.5 verses like that. and we'll finish in 108 nights. Okay, so today is night number 25, quarter century gone. So fast. So now, but I have done a lot of 108 night yajna, so this does not feel like anything. It feels very easy. Last year or the year before, I had done Ramayana in the whole Caribbean for 108 nights, and many of those nights were done in Guyana. 20, 30 nights were done here only. So now, tomorrow's night, the 26th night, is Ganga Ma Mandir, East Bank, just down the street from here. Ganga Ma Mandir. That's the one just down the road from here, no? Yes. Okay. Tomorrow night, please see this bookmark. We have printed thousands of these to give out to everybody. Everybody can have one. It will mark the occasion. Keep it in a book. 25 years from now, you'll see it in your book. Oh, I had gone there. Like that. And it has quotes also from Gurudev and from Gita and all that. Nice quotes are there. Okay. All right. On Saturday coming, we have a Vanaprastha tomorrow. Vanaprastha workshop at the ashram. Vanaprastha means the third stage of life. We are supposed to go through 4 stages of life, and usually we don't follow, but the Shastra said those who follow, they get mukti also. We are supposed to follow those 4 stages of life. Brahmacharya stage, which is called the student stage, householder stage, called as Grihastha stage, then Vanaprastha stage, the retiree stage, and then Sannyasi stage, which is the renunciate stage. We are supposed to follow. So the workshop is on the 3rd stage, Vanaprastha. And that is actually very important. In that stage, we move from a family man to a society man. That stage has to be studied very well. And because we don't study it, we don't follow it, a lot of problems are happening in the world today. So tomorrow the workshop is from 9 to 12. Tomorrow morning 9 to 12 at the ashram. It is free. You please come and join. You will find out about Vanaprastha and all of that. The ashram is in Monripo. Okay. On the 8th of March we have Sunday, which is the day after tomorrow. We have satsang at the ashram, Ramayana satsang at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Ramayana satsang. And on the 8th of March we have a fundraiser at the ashram. It's called a Pizzoti fundraiser. We'll be selling pizzoti. Pizzoti is a blend between a pepper roti and a pizza. I don't know which one is more unhealthy, but the pizza is perhaps more unhealthy. And pepper roti is a little bit more healthier than. Anyway, so it's a blend between a pepper roti and a pizza. It's called pizzoti. So we'll be selling. Please come and try it out on the 8th of March at the ashram. Okay. The grand finale of this 108 nights will be held on the 3rd of May at the Mahatma Gandhi, at the Gandhi Youth Cricket Ground in town. Gandhi Youth Cricket Ground in town on the 3rd of May at 5 p.m. The final night, conclusion, grand finale of this whole 108 nights. Please come. Then in the summertime, we have camp for children at the ashram, Bhagavad Gita camp. So please join your children and all to the camp. And finally, those people who want to study this type of knowledge, a course is starting in Trinidad in October 2nd. 2-year residential course. You have to be there and study for 2 years, every single day, in-depth study. And the qualification is you have to be under 30, you have to have a university degree, and you have to be unmarried. This is the qualification. Okay, so you please spread the word around for those who are really interested in studying this type of knowledge. Sanskrit is taught from day 1, from scratch, all the way, every single day. All right, those announcements. Let us have Aarti, and then we will conclude. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita, Hariya Kamala Vihari, Hariya Kamala Vihari, Sundar Supunite. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Jai Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita.
सजनी
ओम जय भगवत गीते
समता त्याग सिखावे हरि मुख की बानी मैया सकल शास्त्र की स्वामी
सकल शास्त्र की स्वामिनी
श्रुतियों की रानी
ओम जय भगवत गीते
दया सुधा सावन मातु कृपा की जय मैया हरिपद प्रेम धन कर
हरिपद प्रेम दान कर
अपनो कर ली जय
ओम जय भगवत गीते नया जय भगवत गीते हरिया कमल बिहारी हरिया कमल बिहारी नर सुपरीते ओम जय भगवत गीते
ओम जय भगवत गीते
ओम जय भगवत गीते
मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजः मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं मंगलाय तनो हरिः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हरि ओम।
प्रेम से बोलो व्यास महाराज की। You know, this time